Alright, so this video is kind of attached to my last two videos a little bit. The reason is because my last two videos I showed you how I believe firmly that in the next 2 to 3 months there is going to be a major event, and it could possibly be the beginning of a multiple layer of events. The April 8th total solar eclipse being 2 months from the Super Bowl, in which the same exact teams played in 2020, and 2 months after that Super Bowl, the pandemic went worldwide. So if you want to know more about those, click on my last two videos. But this video is kind of talking about, touching on a video I seen. I was triggered by this channel called Alabama Woodsman. He exposes false prophets and things like this. And in my opinion, he does good work. But in my opinion, also, I think he exposes false prophets that are very obvious. The people that he chooses to expose are, to most of us, obviously seen. But there are people that need people like him to point it out because, some people have less discernment than others. So I think he does a good job, and this is not to take anything away from him, but he slipped up. It was something that he said, and which some and other people say too, which he says, I don't care if the earth is flat. I've got more important things to do. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but you don't have any idea what you just said and how stupid it was, especially with all the things that are going on, understanding true biblical creation, and how they're pushing this alien agenda and how it's all connected. Okay? There is no aliens from outer space if there is no outer space. If there's a dome above Earth, which there is, called the firmament, and it covers Earth as a tent and Earth is flat, Isaiah 40:22, then there is no aliens coming in from outer space. It debunks the entire alien deception. So for somebody to say, well, I've got more important things to do, Flat Earth is the biggest, most amazing, most massive truth that there is. It is the biggest one, and it can be proven scientifically that the Earth is not moving. It can be proven scientifically that the Earth is level. Water doesn't curve around a spinning ball. Even the book of Enoch says that the sun and the moon are the same size. And they're very small and local. So for somebody to say that, like him, who's got thousands of views on his videos, is just a real shame. Because I respect the man. I think he's well-meaning, but I think he slipped up and he doesn't know what he's talking about. So this video is to make you understand why it's important. Why biblical cosmology is important. Because you can see now that they are unfolding this whole alien idea. Okay, it's not just in movies anymore. That was to condition people to accept it. But you can see now why it would be important. Because if outer space doesn't exist, then aliens from outer space can't exist. And that's why they had to do the whole lie of the cosmology. They had to do the lie of the cosmology so that they can bring in later on the lie of the aliens. It all started in Hollywood, right? We all know about Hollywood. It's mass delusion. That's what it is. Went from Hollywood to the classroom to now Christians. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 20 and 21 for the Alabama Woodsman says, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings, and oppositions of science falsely so called, which some professing have erred concerning the faith. Grace be with thee. Amen. So God takes his time to put verses in here to warn us about science falsely so called. In other words, they're calling it science, but they're doing it falsely. It's not real science, like a ball spinning with water sticking to it at 1,000 miles an hour. So do you think that flat earth is something that we just should say, I got better things to do? This whole idea of evolution is comes from the Big Bang. This idea that nothing exploded and over billions of years here we are. And everything flying through space at once. This is all part of the strong delusion, mass delusion that is in the last days. So it's a very important subject, and it's important for people to understand that it's not just about, oh, I want to be different, so that's why I'm, talking about flat Earth. It's connected to everything. It's linchpin to everything. They're hiding God with false cosmology. They're hiding intelligent design, saying that everything is random and we're flying through space from a Big Bang. They're hiding intelligent design, which you hide the intelligent designer, which is God. And this is actually in Romans chapter 1. So it's a very important subject, and hopefully the Alabama Woodsman and anybody else will see that.